Hey, Inspirers. What's going on this morning? I'm really not gonna be on here long. I just was working on something really cool today. I am working on a masterclass that I'll be having coming soon, and I'll be inviting you guys into my community, my vast community. Just letting you hear on some of the things that we've been working on, and maybe you can be a part of that and work on those things too. So I'm just doing a master class on reassessing your triggers, and I think it's super important to reassess in that way because for one, my name is Coach Mo. I'm a women's empowerment coach and the founder of Aspire Big, Inspire Bigger, and the vast community where every week we work on vision building, accountability, self-care, and time management. And we meet weekly to work on these things. Right now, super early in the morning, so I got myself together, and got my morning skin routine together, and I'm sitting here just working on my masterclass presentation, and I just wanted to come on and talk about how important it is for us to really assess what's happening in the moments while they're happening. And that's something that you have to work on. You have to keep exercising that muscle for it to be stronger and stronger. And, just like any other thing. So it's important to assess your emotions or what you're feeling or what's happening, because a trigger and an emotion are honestly two different things. And sometimes I think we can get in our own way mixing up the two. And like I said, this is going to be a whole masterclass, so I'm not going to go too far and too deep into it, but I just definitely wanted to leave y'all with, if you're triggered, to understand shutting down because you're going through something traumatic and emotional within. But if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, my love, we're going to have to talk about this. We're going to have to figure out a way to overcome those feelings of, I feel a little annoyed, or I feel a little sad, or I just feel something just is bothering me. We're going to have to work on overcoming those emotions so that we can stay in productive mode. And when I say productive mode, I want to be clear that the vast community is not a business group. It is a personal development group. And being productive in your personal development is beyond important. Because it is the foundation for everything else you do in your life. If you are not productive in your personal development, your assessment of self, your understanding of your emotions, what makes you tick, you will not be productive in anything else that you put your mind to, in your actions to. So personal development is super important, and being able to assess what's going on in the moment is super important. So we need to build that muscle. We need to work on it every single day. And our triggers, we definitely need to work on getting somebody to really help us dive into where they started so that we can clear that up. Or when they happen, because sometimes it happens, and it's just something that is attached to you, but it doesn't stop you if you really recognize it when it comes up, and you breathe and you do all the exercises, all of those things that you build up, that muscle, to work on your triggers and your emotions. When you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you know what that is. You know that's just something that is biological that you can't, you might not be able to control the emotion coming, the feeling, but you can control what you're going to do with that. And that's important for us to just keep in mind. We have to be observant. We have to recognize who we are and what we are from the inside out. So, as part of what I'm working on in the masterclass, I just think it's so important. I think it's so important. Other than that, I just wanted to go on live to just say, hey, how you doing? And talk to y'all a little bit about what's going on with me. And Aspire Big, Inspire Bigger in the vast community. So Aspire Big, Inspire Bigger started in 2014, and I started with a YouTube channel. I started with just sharing who I am and what my life is about, and hoping that it would inspire others who just happen to come across it. And it has grown not only from that, I still do that, but I have a podcast that I do. It's called the Aspire Big, Inspire Bigger podcast, and I have people come on and just share their inspirational stories and things like that. So I'm super proud of that podcast. It's just in its beginning stages, but it's really good. So you guys should definitely check out the Aspire Big, Inspire Bigger podcast on YouTube, and it's on all platforms. Audio podcasts are on. So that's Spotify, that's iTunes, that's Google Podcast, Google Play, or something like that. So it's on everywhere that you can find Anchor.fm. So yeah, I have that going on. And then the vast community. The vast community is a community of women who come together to work on vision building, accountability, self-care, and time management. We come together every week, and we just really get into the meat and potatoes of life. So for women who are really looking to find that sisterhood community, where you can actually rely on the people who are part of the community. I actually kind of handpick the women who come into the community. We have one-on-one vision building call, and if it's a good fit, I welcome you on in. And we just really work on the things that are important to us. So if you find that you are stuck, or you're in a rut, and you've been giving yourself to everyone but yourself, this is definitely a place for you to come in and really rework and reassess who you are and what you have to offer the world from the inside out. That's what we do in the vast community. We make sure that we really take care of us from the inside out, so that we can continue to serve our families that are in the home with us. Women who have children, who are married, who are taking care of other family members, maybe elderly parents. You just really can lose yourself. And we just take 2 hours a week to really keep, get back in touch with ourselves. And every month we'll have somebody come in and talk to us and teach us something new. We'll have vision board parties at the end of each year, and we have a retreat in the middle of each year where we get away from everyone and just reset and regenerate and regroup. Next year's retreat is going to be bomb. I am getting it together now, and it's gonna be super great and super bomb. And this year's vision board seminar is gonna be spectacular. So I just want to let y'all know what's going on, what's happening, and I wanted to come on live to just share with y'all that the reassessing your triggers masterclass is coming to you guys soon, and I cannot wait to see you there, for you to join, and for you to just get to know more about the vast community and Aspire Big, Inspire Bigger as a whole. So yep, that's it. I pray that y'all have a great day, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this, and y'all be blessed. Later, y'all.